A Bluetooth device wants to access your messages. What? It wants to access my messages? All right, so we are about to head into Five Below. I just got an advertisement on my phone showing these new wireless headphones for only 10 bucks. I'm sure they're crap. Listen, I'm sure they are crap. But they're the wireless headphones, kind of like, I have headphones. You know, these are Tozo T6s, I think, from Amazon. I bought them a few years ago. Thing is, they're outdated. They're old. They take that old, you know, the micro USB. Well, I've been saying, you know, I want some, you know, that are USB-C. These ones are. I think they're pretty cool. They have a touchscreen and everything. Now, apparently the Tozo T6s that you can buy on Amazon now, they are equipped with the USB-C. I've always liked USB-C. I've always been Android, so I've been using USB-C for literal years. And I just want all my electronics to have USB-C. But yeah, these headphones in here, they have USB-C. But the real game changer of it is they have a touchscreen on them, where you can cycle through your songs. You can use it as like a shutter, like for your phone. Like if you're taking a picture, you can use it as like a shutter button. I don't know, I think they're pretty cool, and I can do like a little video on them. So we're going to head into Five Below right now and see if they have them. Looks like we're going to get some more rain. We've been getting a lot of rain these past few days. The only ones I found that are remotely close are these ones, but these are not it. They were right here, but these are not the right ones. These ones are 8 though, but not quite the ones I was looking for. It turns out the ones that I'm looking for are right over here. They have black, and then they have white. Right there, see the touchscreen on them? They have a fair amount of them too. They have more white though than black, it looks like. Yeah, definitely more white than black. So I will be getting 3 of them. One of the black ones are for me though. They have the world's smallest viewfinder. That's pretty cool. I always thought these world's smallest were pretty cool. Haven't seen that one though. Candyland, Chutes and Ladders, Barbie, Etch-a-Sketch, Pictionary. Bro, what? Alright, Presley would love these. She collects rubber ducks, and these ones are Minecraft. Here's the Creeper, and then they have a Steve. I don't think they have Alex. Not that I see, at least. So Steve and the Creeper, she would love these things. Okay, the Grinch one's pretty cool too. I was not expecting to see Grinch. Fallout, and then they have a Minion one. She would love that one as well. Now I do have the Marty Back to the Future one. I took it out of the box, but I do have Marty. I figured now would be a good time to pick up some Easter basket goodies. Little Easter basket stuffers for Presley. They got some pretty good stuff over here in this dollar section. I remember these growing up as a kid. I got her one of each of like the different like categories. Like this one's zoo animals. Got her a classic fidget spinner. I think we'll even get one of these. For only $1, you can't beat that. It's one of them pins, has a cute little dog on it. Pink colored, so I know she'll like it. For only $1, not bad at all. Jelly Buddies. For only $1. Yeah, I'll get that too. Melody Pops by Chupa Chups. They're little whistles. Little lollipop sucker whistles. That's pretty cool. I think I'll get Presley one of these. Maybe I'll get her the pink one. It looks like there's strawberry, blue raspberry, and watermelon. Yeah, we'll go with the pink one. Write on paper, then eat the paper. What? I swear, there's some of the craziest things that are out. Okay, seriously, who actually eats these things? And then they have chocolate ones. Who even eats these to justify having a chocolate kind out? Nobody eats these. Now this brings back memories of like going on field trips. It's like one of the cheapest things you could buy on a field trip. Rock candy. Takes me back to the good old days. Old nickel nips. I wasn't really ever a big fan of these. I mean, I don't mind them at all. But good to know that you can get them here. Anytime I see Jawbreakers, it just makes me think of Ed, Edd and Eddy. Another thing, who is actually eating these too? Like who's keeping these companies in business? Nobody eats these. Who's actually keeping these businesses running? Nobody eats these. Nobody eats these little wafer things. Nobody eats them. Why? Who's keeping these businesses running? Oh, these don't even look appetizing. Filled with assorted candy beads. They're like little soft, like pill. Like that looks artificial. That looks so fake. And people are digesting these. Now that's a candy bar you don't really ever see too often, a Zag Nut. Don't ever see these too often at all. Toxic waste sour smog balls. Now I remember getting these growing up. I remember these. I remember picking these up for the first time at Family Video back in the day. Family Video, it's a place where you used to be able to like rent DVDs, movies, games, all that good stuff. That's where I first picked this up years and years ago, I think when they first came out. These, on the other hand, I've never had these. They're only $2, so maybe there's only 3 left, so they must be pretty good. Maybe I'll get a pack of them. Another thing about slime liquor, you don't see the actual slime liquor, like where it had the ball. I wonder if they discontinued them because like kids were like choking on the ball or something, because you never see these. You see the candy bars? Never had that. I've never had this. And then they have a double one out apparently. I've never had that one either. I've had the original where it like had a ball on it and then you lick it and the ball would like rotate. So I wonder if they discontinued them because kid choking on them or something. That's the only thing I can think of, because you don't see them anywhere, but you'll still see like these variations. So who knows? So here's the self-checkout up here, and this is where I guess you put the coins. I'm using card, but that's still pretty interesting how it's built into the counter. All right, here we are, moment of truth. We got the active noise canceling smart case true wireless earbuds. $10, Five Below. Let's open them up and see how they are. Hopefully they have some kind of charge on them, because this is the first time unboxing them. I literally just got out from Five Below. Okay, so here's what we're working with there. Have instructions, but who actually uses those? And this is what we got. We have the earbuds are actually out. Here is the little charger they give you. It is USB-C. That's why I was interested in checking them out, because the ones that I have, Tozo T6s, they're old. They take the crappy micro USB. I want to get all my electronics switch over to USB-C. I've been using USB-C for years. I'm not like new to USB-C like, you know, Apple, for example. So I've been, you know, slowly but surely doing pretty efficient at it on moving all my electronics to USB-C. So yeah, USB-C, kind of nice, comes with a cable, you know, as expected. So outside of the case, here they are. Let's just go ahead and show the earbuds. Okay, so I don't use AirPods, Apple AirPods, I think I don't use those. They look pretty similar from more like pictures and images I've seen of those. My Tozo T6s, I got them from Amazon for like $20 a few years ago. They still sell them, they're USB-C now, but that's what I got going on there with these. And I like them, they're good headphones. That micro USB I don't like. So here's these, they are a different style from what I would be going from. And then here's the case. We have the, we'll go ahead and go in for the peel. My microphone is right here, so we'll go ahead and get close in on that. Don't know if it picked it up or not, but that's what we got going on there. I mean, honestly, the weight of this feels pretty, like, it feels pretty quality, I'm not gonna lie. The USB-C is right there, it is uncovered. So for example, my Tozo T6s has like a cover, like you can pull out like that. So that would have been appreciated. Not a big deal or anything, but it's uncovered. Open them up, and that's what we got going on there. So we're just gonna go ahead and put the headphones in until I go ahead and test them out. Pretty, like so far, pretty good quality. So I think to turn them on, there's like a little button back here. You just press it. Okay, maybe we will need them instructions actually. Maybe, yeah, what do I do with those? Seriously, what happened to those? I threw them somewhere over here. I mean, come on, I can't. Okay. It's a clickable button. Of course, I fear it to be like a fancy touch. It's a clickable button in the back there. Don't know if you can see that. That's picking up. So let's click that. Okay, it says, okay, they just came on. It said screen TWS. I know the camera did not pick that up. Okay, it's actually on. I know you guys can probably not see that. Unlock. It tells you the time, the battery percentage. That's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Tells you like the left and the right like percent. Like the left is saying like dashes, but the right side is saying 55%. I know you guys are not seeing this. Maybe there's a brightness I can adjust. The touch, I'm not even gonna lie, the touch feels pretty, like, it's not bad. And you gotta think, this is only $10. Like, I felt like crappy tablets and like their touch. This is not bad, I'm not gonna lie. And this is so cool. I noticed this in the ad that they had going on, like I saw today. I saw the ad that I'm like, I gotta go to Five Below, because we have one here in London. Like, I gotta go to Five Below and see if they have them. They have a find my earphone function. So let's go ahead and take like the right one out, and we're gonna click the back button. Okay, find my earphone. We're gonna click for the right one to find it. It did it. I wonder if there must be a way I can adjust the sound. Okay, there's a setup button. I want to see if that setup button allows me to adjust the temperature. Or not the temperature, but the brightness setting, because I just want you guys to see it on camera. It really is working. There's even a flashlight function. You remember back in the day when our phones at one point, believe it or not, kids, they did not have flashlights on them. Didn't have flashlights at all. So there'd be apps that you could download, and all it would do is brighten your phone screen. It was brighten it like bright white, and then that'd be your flashlight. Because phones back then, they were not built in with a flashlight. That's what this does. It's sad that you guys are not seeing it. Light level. Okay, there's a light level. Okay, bumped up the lighting. And you guys are probably still not seeing it. I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys off the camera mount that I have, and then show you like a first person point of view, and maybe you guys can see it then. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. You guys are not like in the glare no more. So there's the light level I was telling you guys about. See how the touch is actually pretty active? Like, it's pretty good. Screen lock, find my earphone, like I mentioned. Date and time and all that stuff you can set up. There's the camera shutter, so if you want to connect it to your phone to like, you want to set your phone up to get like a group photo, you can use this as the shutter. That is awesome. Flashlight, there's the flashlight I was telling you guys about, how it just lights up. I'm not going to lie, for 10 bucks, honestly, depending on, no matter what the quality, for 10 bucks, it's a pretty cool gadget. Man, this is, and that touch, I was not expecting the touch to be that decent. I was not expecting that at all. But yeah, of course, let's go ahead and test out the sound quality. That touch, I cannot get over how decent that touch is. Like, look how like responsive that is. That's pretty good. Seriously. Like, I'm no tech like YouTuber reviewer or anything. But man, I like I said, I have felt crappy like tablets quality. This is pretty quality. For 10 bucks. Man, that's insane. And opening them up, there they are. And their little screen pops up when you open it up. Man, that is awesome. That is so cool. Oh man, that's insane. So yeah, let's go ahead and test the sound quality for these things. All right, so I'm just now getting it set up, but it is now saying it's now registering the left one. The left headphone is 42% and the right one is 65%. Right out of the box. That's not bad at all. I'm just, like I said, just going ahead and getting the Bluetooth set up on my phone. I imagine it is the EP. If you're doing the Bluetooth on your phone, I have the EP-0719 TWS. So yeah, it did mention TWS when I when I powered it on. So we'll go ahead and click that and pair them up. Should probably actually have them out. This is the right, yeah. Pairing. The little like Chinese voice. My car Bluetooth has the same thing going on. Okay, I got the request to pair. It ain't this slow. Connected, okay. All right, they are now connected. Okay, first song we're going to use to test out, we'll go with, I'm not gonna lie, I've been on a Sabrina Carpenter kick lately. Her new skin's getting ready to come out in Fortnite. I gotta go to Dunkin'. I want to do a video on the Dunkin' to try out her espresso, Sabrina shaken espresso brown sugar drink. Like, I'm not a Dunkin' drinker, I'm not a Starbucks, but you know what? It's Sabrina Carpenter. She's a babe. So I'm definitely gonna go try that out. But I've been on a kick lately. Like, before, the only songs I knew of was like Espresso and Please, Please, Please. Now, I mainly listen to country music. That's what I've always listened to growing up. But Sabrina Carpenter, she's a babe. She's a babe. So, been on a kick of her lately. So, you know what? We'll go ahead and bump some of that. I recently learned the song Juno. Because I've always seen the TikToks of like her Juno positions. If you know, you know. And a Bluetooth device wants to access your messages. What? It wants to access my messages? Check that out. You guys are probably not going to be able to see that. Can't even make this up. It's saying it wants to access my messages. So, we're going to go ahead and deny that for now, at least. But yeah, like I said, Sabrina Carpenter kick. Yeah. Parents, do not let your kids listen to her. She is a babe. But a lot of these songs are pretty spicy, especially Juno. All right, so here we are. We are about to test out the headphones with the song Juno. I wanted to choose something like, you know, something that's really like energy pumping. We'll go with Juno. Why not? Have not tried them yet. Here we go. I don't know if it'll pick up on the mic. If it does, I'm going to have to do some editing because I do not want this video to be copyright strike. So we'll go ahead and click for Juno. My volume is all the way up, by the way. What? You're kidding me. Okay, there's a setting like where you can touch them a specific way, and like your Google Assistant pops up. That's what mine just did. So I want to play them, but take them out because my mic's right here. You can hear them when they're outside of my ear. That's crazy. That is insane. These headphones are amazing. That is insane how decent these headphones are for only $10. And by the way, I gotta turn this off. I don't want to get copyright strike. And by the way, I did not adjust like any settings or anything. I didn't like. I think there are settings you can adjust. Of course, there are settings on your phone that you can adjust. And I think there may be settings on the headphones themselves that you can adjust. We're going to just go ahead and pop these back in the case. These things are amazing. You would think I'm sponsored by Five Below. I'm not. I'm not sponsored by anybody, like any company at all. You would think I'm sponsored. How amazing I'm talking about these things. But these things are pretty good. For $10, I'm glad I got me a pair. But for $10, I mean, you can't beat it. You can't beat it at all. Once people are finding more and more about these, there's no videos out on these yet on YouTube that I did my research. I was trying to find some reviews before I came in here to see if they was here. Could not find any. So I may be potentially the first viewer, like the first video review of these headphones. Like I said, they are called the Jaxx, right there. Active noise canceling smart case true wireless earbuds. These are the ones, $10, Five Below. I'm surprised they're only $10 and not like $20 because I know they have stuff more than $5 in there. These are pretty good. Here's what the back of the case looks like, if you're wondering. These things are legit. Like, I'm not even kidding. They're pretty cool. For $10, I'm glad I got it. And they have like noise reduction. Like, they have all kinds of settings in here that you can check out and adjust. pretty cool. Like, I'm glad I went with these because I've been wanting some USB-C ones, and that touchscreen, that's pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't mind getting a second pair just to have a second pair, like, as a backup or something. I was not expecting Five Below to even have any, because on their website, it said they were low in stock, and I just assumed they may not have had any at all. To my surprise, I went in there, and they actually had some, but they seem to be selling, though. They definitely seem to be selling, so I don't know. Go to your Five Below and see if you have them, because they're definitely worth it, in my opinion. $10, I mean, you can't beat it at all for $10. I want to get me a pair just to have put back, like a spare pair, because these things are awesome. Not that I think they'll crap out immediately, but you never know with, you know, appliances, like electronics. So yeah, the fact that I can adjust even my music, I can start back up my music. Like, I have the phone here where it's off right now. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Turn my brightness. Okay, my brightness is, it's kind of hard to see because it's very bright out. I can power on, let's see if I can do this. I can power the music, like it's not playing right now. Let's see if I can, there, right there. See that? The fact that you can, and it has like different fun. I want to see my Google Assistant popped, stupid Assistant popped up. So you got to like watch the little functions. You may have to look at the actual instructions to see the like the buttons, because something on here prompted my Google Assistant, which is kind of dumb. Just settings you got to look through. But the fact that you can change the settings by this touchscreen is awesome. Now it's off. And it's telling me the song name. That's another cool thing. It's telling me the song name right there. I know you guys are not seeing this. It's because of like the brightness. I got you guys on the windshield. Like, check that out. Like I said, Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter. Go to the next song. Juno right there. That is awesome. That is. I don't even care. And it switches over. See that? See how it switches? That's a better like viewing of it. So we'll go ahead and stop it. I'm telling you, these things, I'm telling you, they are awesome. Go ahead and turn back on. So it definitely has like the touch functions, it seems. On the side there, you can really see. Turn that off. Has like the little touch function. Like, I don't know, for $10, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this kind of quality for $10. I was thinking like the touchscreen would be crap, like really crap touch sensitive. It's awesome. It's amazing. I'm telling you, people are going to think I'm sponsored by like Five Below. Listen, no company sponsors me. I tell the truth, you know, when I look at a product, and I just tell the truth about it. So yeah, truly, their ad worked. I saw their ad on Facebook, and their ad worked. It worked. It prompted me to, you know, leave the house when I wasn't going to today anyway, and go to Five Below on this Saturday. Really nice day out. On this Saturday, it prompted me to get out and buy three sets of them, 3 pairs. And I know I'm going to come back and at least get me an extra set. Man, $10. These things are awesome. I'm glad I saw that ad. I really am. But yeah, people are truly going to think that I'm sponsored by Five Below or something. You can believe that if you want. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just tell the truth like it is. If a product's junk, I tell you it's junk. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you're new here and this video did help you out, like you found out about this product and you enjoy the product, consider subscribing. You know, I got other videos. I got magna fishing. I got a little bit of everything on my channel, a lot of craziness. Like, I almost drowned in high flood waters of the Cumberland River a few weeks ago. Like, crazy things go on in my life. So consider hitting that subscribe button if you did enjoy this video and it helped you out. Give this video a thumbs up. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.